The prophecy of the Chosen One was an ancient Jedi legend, predicting that the Chosen One would bring balance to the Force. Jedi Master Qui-Gon Jinn was the first to discover this Chosen One, and it was in the form of a young boy named Anakin Skywalker. Anakin would become the focal point for the events of the next half a century. But what if Qui-Gon was wrong? What if the prophecy referred to Anakin's Padawan? What if Ahsoka Tano was the Chosen One? How would this change Star Wars history? As you're about to see, a lot changes. Surveying the colourful landscape, Keldor Jedi Master Plo Koon could sense something strong with the Force. Although he had sensed younglings before, there was something special about this Togruta. Bringing the Togruta named Ahsoka Tano back to the Jedi Temple, she began her life in being trained as a Jedi. Ahsoka had progressed faster than all the other initiates of the Temple, owing to her strong connection to the Force and fearless attitude. However, with the rise of the supposed Chosen One Anakin Skywalker, Ahsoka's powers were somewhat underrated by the Jedi. Likewise by Darth Sidious, who had followed his master Darth Plagueis' belief in maintaining that Anakin Skywalker was the Chosen One, and they had been created by midichlorians. As he moved to the Clone Wars, Ahsoka's progression has begun to catch the eye of Grandmaster Yoda, who in his time seeing the Togruta, found her control to be unlike that of which he had ever seen. However, she was still overconfident and reckless. Yoda thought to himself, this would be a perfect Padawan for a certain Jedi Know who shared the same qualities. Assigning Ahsoka to her first mission on Christophsis, Ahsoka descended from the ramp of the ship, as Obi-Wan and Anakin felt the powerful aura radiating off the Togruta. Ahsoka told Anakin that she was to be his Padawan learner, much to his shock and Obi-Wan's amusement, but this time, her training would be altered. Anakin would initially try to take a similar approach to Obi-Wan had done with him, teaching Ahsoka to be patient. But this would not work, as Ahsoka, like Anakin, felt restricted in her training. Anakin, now already attached to Ahsoka, asked Grandmaster Yoda for help. Entering the courtyard of the Jedi Temple, Anakin sees their little green friend in deep thought and confusion, as the leaves swelled around him. Yoda turned around to meet Anakin and smiled. Wordlessly, Yoda guided Anakin inside, and they headed for the Jedi Archives. Yoda greets Madame Jocasta, and together, the trio head for the Great Holocron, displayed in the centre of the library. Taking it out of its secure casing, Yoda and Anakin open the holocron together. Searching through the wealth of information, they come across one piece of information which is faintly glowing. Concentrating upon it, they see that it is the prophecy of the Chosen One. Anakin had never seen the copy of the prophecy before, but Yoda's emotions projected through the Force told him all he needed to know. In addition to the original prophecy was the voice of Qui-Gon Jinn, telling them he had been wrong about Anakin, but that Anakin would still have a crucial role in the prophecy. The duo did not need anyone to tell them what that role would be. Detaching themselves from the trappings of the holocron, the duo stared at the latticed object in amazement, before discussing how they would tell Ahsoka. Heading to the council chambers, the duo entered the room, with Anakin standing in the centre. Most of the masters on the council wanted to protect Ahsoka from the burden. However, the decision ultimately fell on Anakin, with Yoda wanting to test his sense of responsibility. Anakin pondered for a moment, before telling the council he would tell Ahsoka the truth, but unlike what the council had done with him, she would be granted access to every piece of information available. The Jedi Council audibly gasped. Ahsoka was merely a youngling. To feed potentially dangerous information to a Padawan could very easily lead to the dark side. Yoda silenced the masters with a raised hand. Pointing his cane at Anakin, he told him that they would share Ahsoka's training, as to ensure Ahsoka remained on the right path. Again, the council was shocked. It was rare for Yoda to seek to train a new Padawan, much less share duties for an existing one. Anakin accepted Yoda's offer, and bowing to the council, left the room peacefully. Finding Ahsoka in the Jedi hangar, he told an impatient Ahsoka of the recent discoveries. But to Anakin's surprise, she took it in her stride, as she was pleased to relieve the pressure of her master. On the other hand, there was one individual who was not pleased with the recent events. This was not as he and his master had foreseen. That is it for part 1 of What If Ahsoka Was the Chosen One. If you'd like to see a part 2, please like this video, and if you're new to this channel, subscribe for more tips. And as always, leave a comment on what if you'd like to see next. Thank you very much for watching, and see you next time.